Welcome to the demonstration of SafeVolunteer for Washington State Schools. We're glad to announce we are the first visitor management system that has fully integrated with the Washington State Police Watch background check. So we're going to walk you through the process of the SafeVolunteer module that's part of the Safe Visitor system. So Safe Visitor is a visitor management system that allows you to scan visitors in and out of your facilities. It uses geofencing and mobile app technology. We do have a module, the SafeVolunteer, that can be used just for managing volunteers if you're not interested in the whole solution to manage the scan in and scan out of a school district. How the integration works with the Washington State Police Watch program, we have created a paperless process. So your school district would have a link, just like we see on the screen in front of us for Lake Stevens School District in Washington State. And each one of your volunteers would click on this link. You could send this home and back to school information, post it on your website, however you want to handle that. And then the volunteers, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, can initiate this process and do it online, cloud-based system, and not have to collect all that paper and personal information in paper form and manually enter that data into the ordering system for the state police. So as a volunteer, I'm simply going to click on the link. In this example for Lake Stevens School District, I'm going to select I'm a volunteer. At this point, you have the ability to create a volunteer policy, and you can have multiple registration types. So if you have different levels of volunteers, or if you have volunteers that you want to e-sign for different policies, we can create those here within the system. So as they read through this, they're going to agree to your policy. You can link up to 5 different links that you can create that'll link them to video, YouTube videos, policy statements you want them to read, and then they agree to those. Once they do that, then they simply walk through the ESignature process. They're going to sign everything electronically. Then they're going to enter all of their data. We have 4 preset questions dealing with criminal history. And then, based on the requirements for Washington State and the watch background check pursuant to state law, they would agree to the background check. And once they agree in writing and submit, then that information is automatically transmitted to the Washington State Police. The background check then will come back, and when it comes back into your system, and we're going to actually log into the demo system so I can show you how you will manage this on the back end. As you log into your system, running just the SafeVolunteer module, you're going to come over here. You're going to go to registrations. Underneath the registrations, you're going to have a couple different statuses. You're going to have either this, what looks like a clock that's ticking. That means it's in progress. Or more than likely, you're going to see that, or you're going to see a red triangle, because you have the ability to auto approve any volunteer that doesn't have a criminal history. And so now the majority of your volunteers who do not have criminal history will automatically be vetted and approved in your system. And so you're only managing the exceptions, and that's individuals that have some form of criminal history. If they have a criminal history that comes back from the Washington State Police Watch background check, you're going to click on Actions, you're going to go to Information, and it's going to list right here where it says Safe Hiring Report. There'll actually be a watch report, and it will list link by link any potential criminal history for your candidate. And so you can open that within SafeVolunteer, review that information. Based on reviewing that information, determining if it is your particular volunteer, then you have the ability to come back here and manually approve or deny them based on that criminal history. The other key components for the automation in SafeVolunteer is you have the ability for each volunteer type to set up when you want them to have an additional background check. So if you do this every year, we can set this up in the system so that every year it expires your volunteers, let's say on June 15th, and then when they school year starts again, it will start notifying your volunteers automatically, send them an email with a link. They'll click on the link, they'll e-sign, go through the same process we just walked through, and submit another background check. So it takes a lot of what you've been doing manually and creates a very automated process for managing all of your volunteers. Two additional items I want to mention very quickly is we also are integrating what is called Arrest Alert, and we will be the only visitor management system, the only background screening firm in the United States that has a connection to almost 80% of the jails in the United States. And I believe almost all the jails, if not all the jails in Washington State participate. And so we can also do a national background check tied to the Watch program if you choose to do that. And this is a very inexpensive search, and it would query about 80% of the jails in the United States to see if your volunteers have ever been arrested for a prohibitive offense in other parts of the country. And the last thing I want to mention is in the first quarter of 2018, we will be going live with an integration with Skyward student information system. So as a school district that uses Skyward, we will have the ability to now do student late arrival, early dismissal, and the full Safe Visitor system will actually integrate and share in real time and sync with the student information system so that the excluded parties and those that are approved to pick up or drop off a child will be synced in real time. Please fill out the form, reach out to us if you have more questions or if you'd like to set up a one-on-one demonstration. We'd be happy to walk you through this and answer any questions you have. Have a great day.